So guys, did you know that the Grand Sedona seats 7 people?
How? Like in a taxi or like in a car train?
Are these
What do you
real
mean?
people, or are these just mere facsimiles reduced to like 80%?
So it's also available as an 8-seater and also I think as an optional 11-seater.
Jeepers. Let's talk about that 11-seater. Where they're all going
Well,
to be.
we're all going to lose about 3 inches of leg.
Yeah.
And then the kids on the back are going to end up looking like a My Family sticker. They're just going to be plastered against the glass. It's the quintessential soccer mom vehicle.
I mean, it does look like a minivan.
It is a minivan.
It is a
It's a minivan.
Maybe we should start carpooling in this.
Okay. On that note,
This is your date.
can we talk a bit about how we look like we're in a music video?
Oh yeah, this is my pose right here.
Would you, however, put this in the cover art?
I mean,
Is it attractive enough for that?
is it attractive enough? I think let's just put some disco lights inside, a bit of a pole. But from the outside, it's a bit too bulky, not
Who are you
too...
pitching it to? Which cool kid is going to buy this? Sorry, it's not trendy. They've tried really hard. It could look a lot worse if we go back to where it started out at the Kia Carnival. That thing was absolutely horrendous. So they've done wonders there, but I'm still not sold on it. It's still just too appliance-like, even in appliance white.
I do like the waistline, that lower window line that just kicks up towards the rear. That looks really, really good.
Let's talk about a bit about the side. I mean, it's a very long car. It's very bulky. Kitchen appliance, I'm thinking of a fridge here.
On its side, a fridge on its side, yes.
But if it had to be a kitchen appliance, I think maybe something top end, a Smeg.
It's got sliding doors, so that makes it a lot more easier to get in and out of, and they're fully electric. It's got the electric tailgate as well.
Right, let's check out the bag.
So, the back.
Not much to see, is there?
I got nothing. Yeah. Inside then it is.
Front end looks like they spent all their time designing it, and then the lunch whistle went and they sort of wrapped up the back end.
So guys, if we had to be going on a long distance road trip, I would like to be in these seats here.
Yeah, I think these are the most prestigious seats, except obviously where Chad is sitting.
Up here on the bridge, the captain's bridge.
Exactly. Inside, I really love that two-tone color. I think it gave it a very airy sense of, the cabin.
There's 3 seats in the back and 2 here in the middle, which is kind of different, isn't it?
Different layout, hey?
Yeah.
You would have preferred 2 in the back and 3 here in front.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because if you think of it, you use the second row more frequently than you use that third row.
True.
So putting all the comfort and the convenience up front here and giving them better room, it sort of makes sense to me.
Definitely.
The more I get inside and look inside, there are so many spaces, like the storage space over here, these cup holders here.
Each row of seats has its own cup holders, USB charging ports, and air ventilation. It's essentially what an airplane inside is supposed to look like.
It's a matter of perspective, because I think if you were in the third row, your mind would be changed somewhat.
It wouldn't be as comfortable
It wouldn't
as...
be as comfortable, not as convenient.
This is true, but talking about comfort, I actually love these seats.
I enjoyed the fact that there is a seat warmer, not a seat cooler, but a seat warmer. I'd like the seat cooler a little bit better, especially in this kind of temperature.
But I'm going to top you one there because I've got a heated steering wheel. So I've got
Fancy.
heated and cooled air-conditioned seats up front. I think this is probably the most stylish area of the Grand Sedona is the interior. I mean, we've got wireless charging up here, USB auxiliary. We've got some more charging ports inside there. As I say, we've got manual air conditioning. That's the EX model.
Yeah.
Climate control only on the EX Plus and those. I think it's the
SXL.
SXL. Yeah, the really big top of the range one. But in terms of an entry level spec in the EX, this is rather a lot of equipment.
And another thing that we realized earlier on, Z, is that we don't have to rely on the driver for our climate control. We can do it right here.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So this is the bit that starts winning you over. And that's not a bad thing because when you spend time with a vehicle, the majority of the time that you spend with it is actually inside it.
Exactly.
It's not sitting staring at it from the outside.
Yeah.
So maybe the looks, we can sort of forgive them a bit.
We can, because obviously this is quite a practical car. Not too much of wrong inside. I think they've done really well.
Now, how does it drive though?
How does it drive?
I'd like to know.
Are you falling asleep already?
That's a great sign.
That is actually a fantastic sign. That's the ultimate baby crib.
I'm actually feeling so relaxed. I literally just want to push my seat back and take a bit of a snooze.
Zipporah, you've got it wrong. The seat you want to be in is the driver's seat because it drives phenomenally. It really is a great drive.
I'll tell you what, it is rather quiet. In terms of noise intrusion, NVH levels, it's pretty quiet in here. It seems like they've gone to town on the insulation and that there's minimal intrusion. 2.2 litre turbo diesel engine.
Yeah.
What's it, 147 kilowatts and 440 newtons. That's now in terms of power and the figures in that, but we're not getting that diesel intrusion and that clatter as you would expect.
The noise inside, inside the
of the
cabin. I
source.
like that.
Vibration.
The vibration inside the cabin, so I like that. I think maybe when a mom of 10 rugby players is driving this, she won't feel like it's a bit outdated. It's not bad at all.
So this also has a new gearbox, an 8-speed. Smooth, you said you had the old one.
Yes.
Can you feel the difference in the changes?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like we're on a hovercraft right now. I feel like we're gliding, you know?
Smoother.
Yeah.
They are super smooth. You have to listen carefully or watch the rev counter to see that it's actually changing gear. I tell you what, I'm liking the visibility out of this. These windows are big.
Are actually massive. We and I were actually talking about the side view here. The windows are massive, so
I'm going to put the foot down quickly. Let's feel.
feel that.
Listen, that's a bit of poke to it. 440
Nice.
newtons, no, that's nice. And I mean, that you want to know for overtaking and for gapping traffic.
Fine.
Yes.
For a vehicle this big, it certainly carries itself very well.
Some would say that this big chunk of metal is not good for long road trips, but with a smooth ride and 6 speakers inside, you can have a very entertaining road trip. Considering the Grand Sedona that I drove, which I used to refer to as a train because I felt they weren't really concerned about making it look good, Kia has done a phenomenal job with this car, both inside and outside. And because of that, I'm going to give it a solid 9.
It really is a great drive. It's comfortable, it's smooth, there's enough power under tap.
This was also considered as Car Magazine's top buy in the MPV segment, so I do believe it deserves a solid good 8.